We like to think of ourselves as a planet of explorers. We've got satellites mapping distant galaxies and rovers crawling all over Mars. But what if I told you the biggest frontier, the most alien and unknown territory, isn't out there in space? It's right here on our own planet, hiding just beneath the waves.
That's right, over 80%. Just let that number sink in for a second. More than 80% of our own world's oceans are a complete mystery. We're talking about a place of incredible pressure, total darkness, and secrets we've only just started to even guess at. Get this. We have a better, more detailed map of the entire surface of Mars, a planet millions of miles away, than we do of the ground right under our own oceans. And that is the great adventure, the challenge we're talking about today. Turning our eyes away from the stars for a moment and looking down into the abyss. Okay, so let's dive in. What is actually hiding down there in that huge, unexplored 80%? Well, if you're picturing gentle, sandy bottoms, you can forget it. We are talking about a world of absolutely colossal geology, with features so immense they make our own continents look kind of small.
Our first stop is the Hadal Zone. And the name really says it all. It's named after Hades, the Greek underworld. These are the deepest gashes on the face of the Earth. And they're not just deep, they're these incredibly isolated pockets where life has evolved under conditions you just don't find anywhere else on the planet. To try and put that pressure into perspective, imagine having the weight of an entire skyscraper pressing down on every single inch of your body. It's an environment so unbelievably hostile that only a handful of missions have ever made it to the bottom, and they had to use submersibles built like titanium tanks just to keep from being crushed like a soda can. But the deep isn't just about going down. Because if you could pull a giant plug and drain the oceans, you'd see the single largest geological feature on our planet. Forget the Andes, forget the Himalayas, the longest mountain range on Earth is completely underwater. These are the mid-ocean ridges. It's a 60,000-kilometer-long volcanic seam that basically wraps around the entire globe. This is where the planet is literally creating a new crust. And all along these ridges, you've got these hydrothermal vents that act like underwater geysers, supporting these bizarre ecosystems that run on chemical energy from the Earth's core, not sunlight. And that has led some scientists to this absolutely mind-blowing idea. What if life on Earth didn't start in some sunny little pond, but right here, in the crushing dark? And then you have the abyssal plains. We often picture the deep as all dramatic mountains and trenches, but the truth is, the single largest habitat on our planet is this vast, flat, dark expanse. It covers almost half of the Earth's surface. Just try to wrap your head around that. An area the size of all the continents combined, just sitting there in total darkness, almost completely unexplored.
So we've set the stage, we've seen the landscapes. Now, let's meet the cast. How does anything survive in a world of crushing pressure, freezing cold, and a darkness so total it's almost impossible for us to even imagine?
We are now entering the midnight zone. Down here, the last little photon of sunlight gave up thousands of feet above us. This is the largest habitat on Earth by volume, just an endless three-dimensional space of black water. But that doesn't mean it's without light.
Down here, light is made by life itself. Bioluminescence is the language of the deep. Creatures create their own light for everything, to hunt, to hide, to attract a mate, to communicate. It's like a silent, shimmering galaxy of signals and conversations happening all around us, completely invisible to the surface world. So, we've explored the open ocean, the trenches, the ridges. But what's truly mind-boggling is that just when you think you've reached the most remote place on Earth, you realize there are entire worlds hidden even deeper, completely sealed off from our own. So, let me ask you a question. Where would you find the most isolated ecosystem on our planet? A deep cave? The bottom of the Mariana Trench? The answer might surprise you. It's right here, beneath the massive ice sheets of Antarctica. For years, we had no idea what was down there. But by drilling through hundreds of meters of solid ice and sending down these little robotic explorers, we found entire ecosystems in the darkness, teeming with life that has been completely cut off from the surface for thousands, maybe millions of years. And we can go even deeper. Buried miles below the seafloor itself is what scientists call the deep biosphere. This isn't an ocean of water. It's a hidden world of microbes living inside the rock and sediment. These organisms survive by literally eating minerals, getting their energy straight from rocks.
And this hidden world could represent a massive, undiscovered portion of our planet's total living biomass.
Okay, so all these places are incredibly fascinating, but why does exploring them actually matter? Well, this isn't just about curiosity. Understanding the deep ocean is directly connected to our future and really the health of the entire planet.
This cable really brings it all together. The unique chemistry around those hydrothermal vents could lead to new medicines we can't even dream of yet. The sediment in deep trenches, it's like a time capsule holding perfect records of past climate change and earthquakes. Those huge abyssal plains are critical for understanding how the ocean absorbs carbon, which directly impacts our climate models. And those sub-ice oceans in Antarctica, they are a massive clue for predicting future sea level rise, one of the biggest challenges we face. So you see, the deep ocean isn't some separate, distant world. It is the engine of our planet. It drives our climate, it cycles nutrients, it holds potential cures for diseases, and it contains the story of Earth's entire history. Its health is our health. It's as simple as that. Exploring this final frontier is one of the greatest challenges of our time. It's going to take new technology, global cooperation, and a real shift in how we see our own world. The deep is speaking. It's telling us about our past and our future. The only question is, are we ready to listen?